Hello friends, welcome to our channel. There was a young man who hated his life. He wanted to end his life, but he didn't have the courage to do it. So instead, he tried to convince himself that everything would be fine if he just had some money. If only he had $2 million, he told himself, then he'd feel better about his life. And so he started to work with single-minded determination toward this goal, working 18-hour days as an electrical engineer, until one day, a wealthy older gentleman noticed his hard work and offered him a job. The young man quickly climbed the corporate ladder, earning his first $1 million in just 3 years. But then something strange happened. Instead of feeling any sense of satisfaction or happiness, he felt empty and meaningless. What's the point? He asked himself, having achieved his goal of $2 million. He tried to find an answer, but couldn't find one. And so he kept working harder, climbing higher and higher, until one day he reached the top of the mountain. At that moment, he realized that his purpose in life was not to earn money, but rather to live a meaningful life and help others along the way. This realization led him to start his own business, where he could make a positive impact in the world. But even after finding meaning in his work, he still felt a sense of emptiness inside. That's when he decided to take a break and go on a vacation with his family. As they were walking on the beach, his son looked up at him and said, "Dad, I'm scared that one day you'll die and I won't have any memories with you. Can't we do something to remember all our great moments together?" The father was taken aback by his son's question, but he knew it was time to be honest with himself and his family. He confessed that he hadn't been present for them as much as he should have been, and promised to make it right from then on. After that conversation, he began cherishing every moment with his family, creating lasting memories that would last a lifetime. He played with his kids, hugged his wife, and enjoyed every moment he had with them. He started to realize that life wasn't about the money or the success, but about the people he loved and the time he spent with them. One day, while he was playing with his son, his phone rang, and it was his boss asking him to come back to work because they needed his help. But he refused, saying that he couldn't leave his family alone for even a minute. His boss was surprised by his response, but he respected his decision and wished him well. After hanging up the phone, the young man turned back to his son and continued playing with him, feeling more at peace than he ever had before. From that day on, he lived the rest of his life with no regrets. He continued to spend time with his family, creating new memories and enjoying every moment he had with them. He never forgot the valuable lesson he learned from his son about what truly matters in life. As the young man grew older, he became a mentor to many, sharing the story of how he found happiness and meaning in life. He taught others that success and money are not the ultimate measures of happiness, but that spending time with loved ones and creating meaningful connections are what truly matter. He also learned that it's never too late to make a change, and that even if you've made mistakes in the past, you can always find happiness and fulfillment in the future. He passed away peacefully, knowing that he had lived a good and fulfilling life. He was surrounded by his family and friends who all loved him dearly. His story became a legend, inspiring people around the world to find meaning and happiness in their own lives. The young man's story is a reminder that happiness is not the result of achieving a certain level of success or wealth. Rather, it's found in the simple things in life, such as spending time with loved ones and creating meaningful connections. It's easy to get caught up in the pursuit of success and wealth, but it's important to remember what truly matters. By focusing on our relationships and the things that bring us joy, we can find happiness and fulfillment in our lives, regardless of our financial status or professional achievements. The young man's story is also a testament to the importance of honesty and authenticity. In his quest for success, he had convinced himself that money would bring him happiness, but when he finally achieved his goal, he realized that it wasn't true. Instead of continuing to deceive himself, he chose to be honest with himself and his family about his feelings of emptiness and meaninglessness. This honesty allowed him to make positive changes in his life and find true happiness. We can all learn from the young man's example by being honest with ourselves about our feelings and values. When we live in accordance with our true selves, we can find greater meaning and purpose in our lives. In conclusion, the young man's story is a powerful reminder to never lose sight of what truly matters in life. While success and wealth may seem like the key to happiness, it's important to remember that it's our relationships, experiences, and the positive impact we have on others that bring us true fulfillment. By focusing on these things and living a life that is true to ourselves, we can find happiness and meaning in every moment. If you liked this motivational story about success, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. And if you want to hear more motivational stories, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Friends, we often get so caught up in our busy lives that we forget to appreciate the little things that make life worth living. We chase success and wealth because we believe they will bring us happiness, but we have to remember that true happiness comes from within. This story is a reminder to take a step back and appreciate what we already have in our lives. It is easy to get caught up in the rat race and think that the grass is greener on the other side of the fence. But when we take the time to look around us, we'll see that we are already blessed with so much. We have the ability to experience love, joy, gratitude, and compassion. We have friends and family who care about us, and we have the opportunity to make a positive impact on the world around us. Sometimes we need to be reminded of these things, and that's why stories like this are so powerful. They have the ability to touch our hearts and inspire us to make positive changes in our lives. When we focus on the things we're grateful for, when we nurture our relationships, and when we look for ways to make a positive impact on others, we create a life that is rich in meaning and purpose. So, my friends, take a moment today to appreciate all the blessings in your life. Be grateful for the people who love you, for the challenges that have made you stronger, and for the opportunities that await you in the future. Remember that true happiness comes from within, and that you have the power to create a life that is full of meaning and purpose. Thank you for listening. If you liked the story, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. And if you want to hear more motivational stories, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Have a wonderful day, and see you in the next video. Friends, the story of the young man who tried to buy happiness is a story that has been told for centuries. It's the story of someone who thinks that money can buy anything, including happiness, but soon realizes that it's not true. When the young man first started out, he was driven and determined. He worked hard and made sacrifices in order to achieve his goal of making $2 million. But once he reached that goal, he realized that it didn't bring him the happiness he had expected. This is a common mistake that many people make. They think that if they just achieve a certain level of success or wealth, then they will be happy. But it's not true. Happiness is not the result of achieving a certain goal. It's a state of mind. The young man's story is a reminder to enjoy the journey and be grateful for what we have. It is easy to get caught up in the pursuit of success and to forget to appreciate the present moment. But it's important to remember that life is not about the destination. It's about the journey. When the young man finally decided to take a break and enjoy his life, he started to find happiness. He began to cherish the time he spent with his family and friends, and he started to find joy in the simple things in life. This is a lesson that we can all learn from. It's important to find balance in life and not to get too caught up in the pursuit of success. We need to take time to enjoy the present moment and be grateful for what we have. The story of the young man who tried to buy happiness is a story that has been told for centuries. It's the story of someone who thinks that money can buy anything, including happiness, but soon realizes that it's not true. I hope this story has inspired you to find happiness in the journey of life and to be grateful for what you have. Thank you for listening, and I wish you all the best in your life.